What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Ready G Walk back with another video. You see the title. The gameplay news dropped today. I won't be showing the form on the screen. I'll be talking about it. I got it right here on my computer right here. I'll be talking about it though. So you should be looking at this demigod just straight dominate in the parks. But yeah, let's get right into it. So the gameplay trailer dropped yesterday, and the gameplay news dropped today. I want to start with the gameplay trailer that dropped yesterday. And to be honest with you, I wasn't all that excited during my time watching the gameplay trailer, like I was last year watching the 2K21 Next Gen trailer. That had us all excited. But that was also because we didn't know, the gameplay mechanics and how they were going to work on Next Gen. All we're going based off of was graphics. So the gameplay trailer for 2K22, if you go back and watch it in slow motion, and you will see that it's very disappointing to see. It's very, very disappointing to see some of the gameplay mechanics that were in that gameplay trailer. Got it pulled up on my screen right now, and if you go back and look, and you slow it down, first thing off rip, the canned animation with Kevin Durant dunking on Westbrook. That's the same canned animation that's in 2K21 Next Gen. That gets us all mad when it's happening. I mean, you can't do anything about it. You just pulled into that canned animation without having the counter move to defend that animation. When I saw that, I was very disappointed. I mean, 2K said, no more canned animations where you're being pulled into having no control over it. They said it. They said this. But yet in the gameplay trailer, one of the first, things we see, very disappointing. I mean, it's 2K just saying things to get us to buy the game. Here I go again. I said this last week. It's 2K just saying things to soothe their ear, to get us excited, so we could pre-order and buy the game. Because all they need is your purchase. That's all they need. Once they get your purchase, especially on the online order, you can't get that back. They got it. Second thing that was very upsetting while watching NBA 2K22's gameplay trailer was the can blocking animation that Zion Williamson did. If you think that was a realistic block, go back and look at it in slow motion. That whole scenario was so unrealistic, so canned. I had to end the video. I couldn't watch it anymore. That's how bad it was. Now, if you watch that video and you look at the gameplay news form and you read the scenarios that you're seeing side by side with what they're saying, it's totally different. For example, with the can dunking animation with Kevin Durant on Westbrook, you look at the gameplay news and you go to finishing and you look at that description on them talking about the new finishing mechanics that they added into the game. One of the things that they talk about is not feeling like you're being pulled into an animation for a dunk. That's one of the things that they highlight. You have more control over your dunk, and the defender doesn't feel as if they're being pulled into your dunking animation. Well, if we go look at the gameplay trailer, we see that isn't the case. Because everybody that's played 2K21 Next Gen knows that Kevin Durant and Westbrook animation, can animation. We know this animation. And trust, we get mad when that animation, there's nothing you can do. When that animation is happening, we know that there's nothing you can do. Small players can do that animation. And it happens more frequently on a smaller player going up on a 6'8" or a big. A smaller player that's 6'3", 6'4" has that capability to do that animation on a much taller player than a taller player doing it on a smaller player, which is crazy. But that was the life of 2K21 Next Gen, which is why you see most of your major 2K YouTubers stop playing it. So 2K is once again trying to get us to buy their game again, enticing us with their words and gimmicks to get us to buy the game again. In my opinion, I believe this is what 2K is doing. I mean, in the gameplay news form today they dropped, the things that they added, like the badge loadout, the dribble moves, the new badges that they added in the game, all sound good. Sound like it'll be an enjoyable experience while playing the game. But if you go and you compare certain things that they show in the gameplay trailer, like the blocking and the dunking, you compare it to what they were saying in the gameplay news forum today on the finishing and defense, they didn't add up. They did not add up, which leads me to believe that 2K just reeling us back in, trying to reel us back in with their words, reeling us back in. Also, I forgot to mention, in the gameplay trailer, there was another canned animation sequence that happened with Luka and Paul George. Everybody that played NBA 2K21 Next Gen, we're all familiar with this canned animation that defenders have whenever they're defending a pretty decent ball handler, and they just do one little step back or one crossover or one jab step, and the defender just falls down. The gameplay trailer showed the same animation with Luka doing it behind the back, and Paul George, an elite defender, falls down. So this goes back to what I was saying in my last video. You know, is 2K just telling us anything to get us to buy the game? So I wanted to talk a little bit more of the gameplay news forum. And you know, like I said, there was some good things in the forum that sounds right. It sounds like, you know, they're trying to move in the right direction with certain gameplay, you know, features. Definitely the shooting, you know, shoot high IQ shots, which I don't know why that has not been in the game in recent 2K gameplay, but they're saying they're going to implement it into it now. You know, highly contested shots will not go in. That's you know, the shot contest feature should have been something that shouldn't have been anything having to be revamped, because it should have already been established as, if it's highly contested, shot doesn't go in. If you take smart shots, it's a high percentage chance that the shot will be green. I mean, these are things that 2K shouldn't introduce as something, you know, new in their gameplay. This should have already been established. But they're introducing this something new, so we run with it. Also, on the defensive end, they talk about how unwanted bump, steals, and snatchy body ups have been reduced in favor of giving both the ball handler and the on-ball defender more freedom of movement and respected input. Now, 2K21 Next Gen, how that situation would go was if the ball handler and the defender had got into a can animation body up, there was nothing the defender couldn't move out of that can animation, and the ball handler couldn't move out of that animation. Both were stuck in a can animation where both guys were getting body up. And one little wrong move from the defender, the ball handler was going straight to the basket for a layup. If they knew how to, you know, maneuver out, you know, after the can animation was done. Because that body up, for some reason, 2K21 Next Gen, it would slide the defender more away from the basket as the animation would continue, and it will, you know, allow you to have a little bit more, then it allow you to control your player, and it will slide you behind. It will start sliding you behind the ball handler, which didn't make any sense. I mean, that animation was just terrible, it was all over the place. And now they're saying that the body ups have been reduced in favor of giving both the ball handler and the on-ball defender more freedom of movement. Sounds good. Sounds good. But what happens when strength and speed come into play in these situations? You see, they're not saying anything about that. Because strength didn't mean anything in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. If that body up, if I was a defender and had more strength than the guard, I would still be getting animated behind the ball handle after that animation, after that body up animation was over. 2K will be sliding me behind the ball handler and let the ball handler get a free layup. So I'm interested to see how this will work when strength and speed come into play. So I wanted to get to the stealing part of this courtside news. And basically what they're saying is low-rated stealers get sluggish animations that punish them when they reach, while high-rated stealers will be able to pickpocket at a much higher rate. Also be prepared to see more layup/dunk strips from high-rated stealers when slashers try to force their way to the rim in the crowd. Now this is good. This is good. But will this actually be in the gameplay when the game comes out? That's my only concern. In NBA 2K21 Next Gen, your steals rating didn't matter. Bigs were stealing the ball from guards with a high-rated ball handling like it was nothing. Everyone was getting stripped when they would go to the paint. Everyone could get stripped. Didn't matter your steals rating. Nobody was touching their steals rating. Pickpocket didn't even matter. That badge was useless. So with all that being said, we won't truly know how all these gameplay mechanics will act out until we start playing the game. So the game comes out next week, folks. NBA 2K22 comes out next week. And once we get our hands on the game, we'll be able to tell within a month or two if the game is good or bad. You're gonna have people trying to cheese the game and try to break the game as much as they can, which is what they're supposed to do. That's how they're testing the game, seeing if what 2K said is true. And like I said in my last video, this is 2K's last opportunity to create an overall great game. This is it. So make sure y'all stay tuned. This will probably be my last NBA 2K21 Next Gen gameplay. This will probably be my last gameplay of NBA 2K21 Next Gen. The next gameplay y'all see will be NBA 2K22. So y'all gonna see firsthand of the demigod creation. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Thank y'all if y'all made it all the way to this part of the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know you guys' thoughts down below. And peace out.